Hi, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. I am a pediatric occupational therapist with more than 35 years experience. For those of you that have been watching, you know that my passion is playing with children and finding activities that we can play with 100 different ways. So today's activity, I have chosen buttons. So what I typically do is I put the buttons in a container and I just place some other things in there to see how the children are going to play. And then we'll kind of go from there, take their lead and go from there. So what I have in here is a spoon and a string and some plates. Now what I've done and what I like to do is sabotage a little bit. So I have blue, orange, purple, and pink plates, but I don't have a yellow plate. So that just opens up a dialogue or a conversation or some problem solving into how we can sort these if we don't have that color plate. So anyway, one way to play with it is just to speak them, hear the noise and have fun with that. Know that you're working on that wrist rotation for feeding skills. Obviously, we can string them. I have this bead. It already has a knot in there. So if they start putting it on the knotted side, they need to problem solve and figure out how to get it on the other side. What I like about buttons is that there's more than one option so that they can find more than one hole to put it in. We can sort them. We can sort them by color. Obviously, we're going to have to problem solve what to do about that yellow one. We can sort them by scooping them. We can sort them just by using our hands. We can sort them by shape. So I have lots of different shapes here. Put these away. I have a octagon, a square, a rectangle. So we can name all of the shapes. And then for the circles, I have 4 different sizes. So we can talk about big and small. When they're on the plates, we could talk about more or less. We can count them. We can work on that one-to-one correspondence, and we can work on crossing midline at the same time. We can work on figure ground because they need to tell them that you want to find just the circles or just the squares. Are they able to pick those out in the group? So the other sabotage that I sometimes do is I only have one heart in here. So I will have them look for the one that is different, or if they can't find it, I'll tell them that it's a heart, or maybe I need to take some out so that they can find it. So we're working on those visual perceptual skills as well. So another way that I've thought of to use these at home is for the older child for some place values. So first of all, we can work on counting this way so that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's 2. And so what I might do for the younger child is cut the spaghetti. This is spaghetti that I put in an egg carton, and truth be told, I put some Play-Doh in there just to make them a little bit sturdier, but you can see they're still falling a little bit. I don't think it matters. So here's 1. I can make it short for 2 so that I'll make this one even shorter so that they can't necessarily fit another one on there, and so on and so forth. When I do this kind of counting, I like to sort these by color because I think it's just a little bit easier for them to figure out. If I have all of them there, can they also do the color match? The color match will help. So just know that matching skills come before identifying skills so that we can match our colors before we can identify them. But for sure, we're going to work on identification afterwards. So the other piece of this is I've written the place values on here. So this is for your first-ish grader. So 1, 10, and 100. And if we're working on place values like this, 24, I will put it this way so that they can see. I'll take these off so it's not confusing. So they can see that, sorry, I'm having my own issues. I will put 2 on here and then 4 over here. And these don't have to obviously match, but sometimes it might be easier for the kids that are just learning. So there's 24 and it matches up. And if I want to go to the hundreds, I'll take these off and take this one off. So I wrote the letter or the numbers so that they correspond, so that they're in the right column, if you will. So then this one would have 1, this one would have 4, and this one would have 3 to help them understand place value. So I hope that you have fun with buttons. Doesn't have to be these colorful buttons. You can find any buttons at home or sort anything that you have a lot of. So have fun, stay safe, wash your hands, and